afternoon and welcome to our YouTube channel. This afternoon, I want us to look at the calculation of EDD using the Nagel's rule. So this is very important. So the EDD simply stands for expected date of delivery. So very, very important. So if you are watching us for the first time, you need to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos and insights about general nursing. Okay, so let's get started and let's look at the first examples we are going to have in terms of EDD calculation using the Nagel's rule. Let's look at the first example. Now, the first example, we are going to follow the approach of where we are going to be adding plus. Of course, we are going to say plus 9 to months. So M stands for months, and plus 7, of course, to days. Okay, this is the one we are going to follow first. So we are going to be adding plus 9 and plus 7 to days. Now, this one where you are going to be using plus 9 and plus 7, it's only favorable to few months. For example, January up to somewhere March. Okay, so this one is very favorable or easy to calculation if you're looking at the first 3 months, January, February, and March. So let's look at this. Now, before you calculate, you need to consider the LMP, last menstrual period. So the first day of the last menstrual periods. So let's look at this woman who has come. And she has given you that the LMP, it is 16th, of course, 16th March, which is, you're going to say 03, and the date or the year, it is 2023. Now, we've picked this and we've picked March, which is inside what we need. Okay, now, according to this rule, where you're using plus 9 plus 7, you are going to add, of course, 7 to days. So you're going to say plus 7. And to months, you are going to add plus 9. Then, 10 plus 7, here we are going to have 23. And this one plus this one, of course, it's going to give us somewhere around 12, which is December 2023. So in this example, we are saying the woman who has come with the last menstrual period, the first day of 16th March, this person expects, or the EDD should be somewhere around 23rd December 2023. So this we have been using plus 9 and also plus 7, these two figures. Let's look at the second example. Now, on the second example of this same approach, this woman has come, of course, telling you that the last LMP, the first day, it was on 1st. Of course, we are going to use, we can even use this in January. We can even go for 2023 also. She has given you this date. Now, according to the principle, you need to add 7 to the days and 9 to the months. So according to the calculation, this will give us 80, which is 80. This plus this one will give us 18. And this will be in 2023. So this woman who has come with the LMP of the first date of the last menstrual period, it is 1st January 2023, expects to give or to deliver in somewhere around the 10th month. Okay, which gives us approximately 9 months of pregnancy. So this has been the first approach on how to calculate the EDD. Okay, let's look at the second approach, where we are not going to use plus 9 and plus 7. It's also the other way of calculating EDD. Remember, this approach has been favorable for January, February, and March, for the first 3 months. Let's look at the second approach. Okay, now, the second approach of Nagel's rule, it is where we don't use plus 9 plus 7. Here we use minus 3. Of course, again, plus 7 and plus 1, which is very conditional. Okay, so let's use this approach now. let's imagine the first example you have. Remember, before even I look at the first example, let's look at which months are favorable for this one. The months which are favorable is from April to December. Okay, these months are favorable. After March, going ahead, the months are favorable. It will be easy for you to calculate using this. Okay, now let's use this approach. Let's look at this woman who has come with the LMP, last menstrual period to cycle, and we are going to follow the first date. Let's imagine this woman, she has come and she has given you the date of 80th, and we are going to say, let's take example 80th and the 11, which is November, then we are going to say 2018. Okay, now we are saying, according to this, we are going to say minus 3. I mean, here we are going to say plus 7, and on months, we are going to say minus 3, and here plus 1. And if you are going to follow the answer here, the answer will be 7 plus 8. Of course, it will give us 15, which is 15th. Now, 15th of what month? You are going to subtract there. It are going to give you 15 of 80th month. Then here it needs to go. Remember, we need to add 1 year to 2018, which is going to give you 2019. So meaning this woman who has come with the LMP of 80th, okay, in the month of November, expects to give delivery the following year in 2019, and in the 80th month on 15th. This will be the expected date of delivery. Let's look at the second example under the same approach. Let's look at this woman who has come with the LMP of 4, which is the 4th day of the 10th month. Let's even take a longer date, 2018. Okay, now remember we said for the days we are going to add plus 7, and for the months we are going to say minus 3, and for the year we are going to say plus 1. And if we divide here, we are going to observe it to be 11th. Okay, because 4 plus this one will give us 11th. Now on 11th, which month? This 10 minus 3, it will be, of course, the 7th, and in 2019. Meaning, this woman also who has come with the LMP of 4th, in the 10th month, we expect to give delivery somewhere in the 7th month on 11 in 2019. Now, the question I have, or the question I usually receive is, what about the first 3 months? What about the first 3 months? We can also use this to calculate for the first 3 months, whereby, remember, if we follow the months, we have January to December. December is a 12th month. Now, since December it's a 12th month, we are going to replace the last for the first 3 months in this same order. Now, after December, you start again the meaning this will be December. So meaning the 12, 13, and the 12, 13, and the 14th month and the 15th month. So from December, we are going to have the 13th month, which is January. Okay, and the 14th month will be February, and the 15th month will be March. So from December, which was the 12th month in calendar, we are also going to add January, which is going to be the 13th month. It will be the 13th month. Then February to be the 14th month, and March will be the 15th month. Now, let me look at one example to show you that the EDD also can be calculated using this month addition. Okay, let's look at this example, the example of 16. Okay, so 16 will be LMP the 16th. We are going to follow March, which is 03, and we are going to say in 2023. Okay, imagine she has told you that this is the LMP of 16th. Okay, March 2023. So now remember the same rule states that we need to add 7 here. Okay, and you subtract 3. Now, you are not going to remove, you are not going to call March a 3rd month. you are going to call March a 15th month. Okay, since December was 12, 13 January, 14 February, and March 15. So instead of you getting 3 from 15, you are going to subtract 3 from 15 and instead of 3. Is it clear? So you are going to replace, instead of it being March, the third month, it's going to be 15. So of course, it will be 16 plus 7, it will give us somewhere, if you add 16 plus 7, it will give us somewhere around 23rd. Of course, 15 from there, it's going to give us 12. Then we are going to leave this, which will be 2023. Remember, under this rule of subtraction, if you are dealing with the first additional months, you don't add here. So it will remain like this, which is very normal. Because remember, this woman has come with a date on March. Okay? It was March. So this March, the person will give birth somewhere in December on 23rd. That's when the 9 months will be ready or be due. So this has been the approach. In case you have difficulties in calculating the EDD, you need to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more insight on how to calculate the expected date of delivery using the Nagel's rule. Thank you very much. Subscribe to our YouTube for more insight.